Hi, welcome to You Me Mediumship. This evening I just want to run through, I've been asked a few questions about the beginner's mediumship, not course, but guidance, if you like, on Patreon and what it actually consists of. So I thought I'd do a quick video just to run through the different aspects of that. It's over 6 months, so it's quite intense, but it's the reason I did it was because there were a few people that messaged me and said, I've got an interest in this. I just love it. I've got this sense of spirit, but I just don't know where to start. Basically, what can I do to start the ball rolling? And I thought rather than answer all the messages that come through about the guidance side of things that I do on Passion, I thought it'd be simpler just to do a quick video for you, just to explain how that's going to work. So, like I say, it'll be split into different sections. It runs over like 6 months. And what I do is I will start on you working with self, really. So it's not something to be frightened of at all. So it's basically just that. So we will be working on elements of self, getting to know that self within self, if you like, because that is what you will be using as an aspect of your mediumship. It's your spiritual self we're looking at. It's that element of self. That's what does all the work. It's got nothing to do with the old brain or the mind or anything like that. It's once you've got a grasp of your real self, your true self, okay, that energy within is what will reach out there. That's what will be doing the work for you. And yeah, so that's kind of the first part of it. The second part will be quite intense with the sitting in the power. A lot of people tend to sometimes struggle with this. I get an awful lot of messages, I'm getting absolutely nothing. I can sense something, but I can't see anything, can't hear anything, blah, blah, blah. So we'll be working on that, that side of things. And obviously your expansion of that inner energy, that self that I talk of, probably too much sometimes. So yeah, that element of self. So building that relationship with spirit while sitting in the power, getting each other, I say each other because it's just important that spirit are aware of how you work, what makes you tick, because that's an important part of the communication side of things, and vice versa. You building that relationship with them, you understanding them, being aware of them and how they work with you. So that's another side of things we'll be working on. Also, over time, we'll be working on what now I call it, okay, this is just my personal, it's not a thought, it's just what I call it, I guess, statement, if you like. I talk of your place. Okay, now probably there will be other mediums out there who think I'm talking a load of nonsense. That's fine. I'm happy with that. Basically, when I talk of your place, we are speaking of a place that you reach out to. So it's kind of that element of light and energy, that love and warmth, that place where you reach out to, where you go, where you receive, and the place that you will be leaving also as you come back. You give that element of that reading, that element of that message to your sitter, your congregation, whatever. Okay, so it's first of all learning to be aware of that place which you can create within self and outside of self, and it can link directly with the place that you feel comfortable with, where you are aware. So it's a place I call your place. So it's that area of receiving those messages. It's that expansion into that space, your place, okay? You will reach there, you will get information, you will get your vision, if you like. You will spiritually hear. I say spiritually hear, it's not a physical hearing, it's just a sense of hearing. You will get all those different bits of information in that space of yours. You will be coming back, you will be giving it, and you will be nipping backwards and forwards like a yo-yo, because it's not the slowest of things, believe me. It's a very fast-paced way that we work. Obviously, the vibration is a lot quicker that we're working with, and Spirit do the wonderful job of slowing things down for us as best they can, so that we can obviously receive. We heighten our vibration so that we can receive from them. Is that meeting in the middle, is that blending and merging of energy that we are aiming at. So yeah, we'll be doing all that, giving too much away here. But anyway, yeah, we'll be doing that. Also, we'll be working on your strong points, which would be either your clairaudience, your clairsentience. So we'll be working on that. Some of you could be a bit of everything and have a bit of all the clairs. You know, we'll be obviously working across the board on all those different senses as well. And also what we'll be doing is talking about the presentation side of things. Okay, a lot of it will come naturally, but you know, we'll be working on how for example, there may well be a case where the reading's going really well and you get this really strong part of a message and you give it and it doesn't relate, and then you start to panic, you'll start to lose that communication line, because you start going, who no idea what's happening. Okay, so we'll be working on things like that, how to get that back, how not to panic, okay, how to give the questions, because obviously if something comes through and it's not right, you need to say it's not right, or I'm not receiving this correctly, which 9 times out of 10, or 99.9 times out of 100 is what the problem is. You haven't quite grasped what they're trying to tell you, so you need that line of communication there to be able to say exactly that. I'm not quite getting this, I'm sorry, please can you explain a bit more, it's not quite clear enough. So it's that line of communication. So we'll be working on different aspects of things that sometimes can be a bit difficult, maybe go a little bit wrong at times, happens to us all. So we'll be working on things like that and how to deal with even if it goes a bit quiet, all of a sudden you lose the line of communication, things like that. You know, we need to trust. So we'll be talking about trust with Spirit. Spirit will not let you down, believe me. So basically, that's what the beginner's side of things is all about. If you're not too sure, you know, you can go on to the next tier if you wish, or you can downgrade a tier. It doesn't matter. It's not a problem. You know, it really doesn't matter at all. But all we're trying to do here is work naturally. Okay, this because it is you, your relationship with the energy around you that will be working. Okay, it's your natural energy with the natural energy of Spirit that will be doing all the work. I'm trying, you know, to get rid of all the glamour side of things, too much on the telly and what have you. I'm trying to do away with all that in a sense, and working with you on a one-to-one basis, personally with you, because it is a personal thing that you are doing. It is your personal self that is doing the work. Okay, and as I've said in many other videos as well, please do not shadow other mediums. It won't work for you, or you will be very restricted. Okay, it's important. This is all about you and your relationship with that energy around you. It's got nothing to do with how anybody else works, how anybody says you should work. Now, that is an important aspect of mediumship for me. And it's important, I feel, that we all work personally with the energies around us. We don't try and shadow someone else. Anyway, that's enough of that. But basically, quick video there for you, just explaining what it's all about on the beginner side of things on Patreon. So I'll leave the link for Patreon in the description for you. You can take a look, you know, by all means, you're more than welcome to take a look. It's not for everybody. I totally understand that. I wouldn't say strict in the way I work, but I would say that I believe in the natural side of things. I do not believe in pieces of paper. I do not believe in having things drummed into you. It needs to be done like that. It needs to be done like that. I believe with working with the positive parts of you that will link with spirit. I believe in that wholeheartedly. I truly do. It's not right that you try and work how someone else works. We will be looking at you, yourself, deep within self, and the elements that we can use to make that communication clear and strong. So that's it for now. Enough blabbing. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for listening to the video, and I'll speak to you all very soon. Have a lovely evening. Bye for now.